And welcome back, everyone, to the adventures of the Stradiva!
Whoa!
Finally, it doesn't sound like I'm yelling into the void. Um, Thank you for that. I need
Who
it.
are you?
I need it right now. I feel like a voodoo doll of me is in a trash compactor right now.
Oh
Uh,
shit! I gotta go check us up then.
Uh-oh.
as last we left off in the calm before the firestorm, Flame Rule uh, 6th through 15th, the Stradiva continue to renovate White Plume Mountain and fortify the Stradivong Hold. Liston places 4 more 8th level glyphs of warding for a total of 5 in the entranceway. Manasa creates a steam ventilation in the volcano's mouth. Galavar summons Nuala so Liston could ask her assistance with reverse engineering Ageja's ritual, but she couldn't help. Manasa and Liston go down to Tenemar Depths to the Temple of Deep Seychelles. Manasa is possessed by an avatar of the Ocean God and informs Liston of the resurrection spell necessary to complete the ritual. During one night of the week, Makni visits Meet in a dream, supposedly to try to make nice and further attempt to convince the Stradiva to allow Ageja access to his artifact. Bofa sends Ascending to the Manasa to tell her that he's back in the Abyss and that her island was attacked. Scrying on the island shows that the sapient tree Jose was burned down. I actually looked up the tree's name.
I
Is
remember
his
now
last
why
name
we
Cuervo?
named him Jose. Yes, exactly.
God damn
That
it.
is exactly why we named him Jose.
Because she's making tequila there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sending is sent to Caspian Arroyo to warn him in case he returns to the island. Glenn Gillian sends Ascending to Galavar to warn him that Arden Cathexis had stopped by and was looking for him. All that happened last week.
Right,
Or 2 weeks
you
ago.
can use Jose to make mezcal because he's more smoky.
But tush.
No.
Make a barrel out of him. All right. Well, with that, Liston had a small bit of an epiphany at the end of last session.
Oh, they make an ointment for that.
It was a burning epiphany.
What was the what was my epiphany? Hold on, it's been 2 weeks.
That this ritual is fraught with all kinds of complications, but that maybe you could figure out a creative way to repurpose the artifact.
The first thought that comes to mind is if it is like a device used to permanently hold souls, that I wonder if we could capture Ageja and his undead friends and kind of keep them contained.
Interesting.
Should we try attacking them? I mean, they seem
The whole
not that bad.
The whole spell revolves around the foundation that souls are a spell component, and I wonder if we can like capture souls of undead or just anyone and use them for high level magics.
This is like the Azura Star thing.
Doesn't sound very nice.
Oh, yeah, speaking of like Skyrim, right?
Yeah. The Black Star.
Interesting theory.
But it's all just a theory.
A wizard theory.
Oh yeah, the wise wizard Mantis Paticus.
am I able to research into that, or
Yeah, you think you could do some research into that? Do you have any other ideas? Like I'll say like you could probably test like a few different ideas throughout the week. Or you can work on that one for a few days. We'll say like a couple days to try to figure that one out.
there's that, and I mean, the idea just hit me as we're talking of maybe putting a soul inside one of the Sims to make them permanent fixtures on this weave.
Interesting.
Oh God.
You know,
I feel like that has certain implications on its
Mr.
own.
Frankenstein.
How do
Yeah.
you put a soul in a sim?
So they're soulless. They're just
Right.
powered by
Imagine it's just-
magic. But I wonder, giving them that ability might make them mortal,
Feed them a soul coin like a slot machine.
but then allow them to do more complex things and also get their spells back at the end of the day.
Oh shit.
Do we have any soul coins right now?
We
I think the one we had, we paid to the ferryman, right, to keep him on retainer,
Yeah.
or something like that.
It's either on somebody's inventory list, or you've used them or lost them.
Or lastly, I can use the box as how I've been trying to use my gemstones, which is just a bit. It's gonna be a big box of Pokemon for me to absorb
Oh no.
and send them out as I see fit into combat.
Interesting.
And I'm thinking any test subject.
I choose you, Agasia.
I'm thinking of test subjects that I like if I need to do some field study, some field
Not it.
research. I could get one of the gemstones I already have, and free one of the people I have kept.
But aren't those all evil people?
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be a little combat involved, but we beat them pretty easy before, so.
Considering we don't know when we're going to be attacked, we probably want to be careful of who we're having some light combat with.
Yeah,
true.
and like depleting our spells.
Use the one that has no brain.
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. If somebody who was feeble-minded when they went in, are they like stasis, and when they come out, will they remain feeble-minded?
Yeah, I would say whatever status something goes in there with will stick and won't, no time will elapse for them basically until they're out of it.
So Diptera the Archdevil would still be feeble-minded.
Yep.
Hmm.
He's just flapping his tiny little wings as he bumps around inside the gym.
You know what's crazy is like it sounds like I have a bunch of these. I only have 2. I just talk about it all the time, so I feel like it sounds like I have more gemstones than I actually do. I've got Diptera the Archdevil and the Brutish Hag of the Corito Coven.
Hmm. Oh, that's right. We did capture one of them.
Yeah. Forever, if their coven ever tries to regenerate, they'll never be at full capacity because of us.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, we bully hags.
Well, I mean, come on, they're hags.
Yeah.
I didn't say it wasn't honest work.
Oh wait, did we kill them in the Feywild?
I thought they like ran, like they
Because
poofed
what did
away.
we go to the Feywild for? Was that to find them and chase them?
That was to get back the dragon.
Oh yeah.
That they stole from us.
So,
Mhm.
so I don't know who's left. Or did
Well,
we-
two of them dipped out, right? They
Yeah, they
teleported
dipped
away.
out.
We couldn't
Oh,
even.
so what,
we didn't
killed
kill any
one
of them.
and...
Oh.
Oh,
so
no, no, we didn't kill. The Brute was one of the three, right?
Is the Feywild
Mhm.
like the Hells in that if they're killed on that plane, they actually stay dead, or
No, that's an outsider thing only. So
Hmm.
like angels and demons and devils.
okay? What about hags? Don't they have the ability to come back at some point, or if
I think that's I don't know specifically. I don't remember ever hearing that or reading that before
Yeah, it
Baldur's
only seemed to
Gate,
come up in
Oh,
Baldur's
so
Gate.
yeah, I
but
think that's what we're talking about.
it doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't have the ability, because of something that she's done or whatever.
Like maybe she's an ancient hag that's different than your other standard hags.
She's got some kind of like hag clone or something
Yeah.
Mm.
ability. I don't know.
Okay. I also have another person we could try it out on. A red dragon.
Oh shit.
That one
Is
would
it a
be-
metaphorical red dragon?
No. No. But I do have his true name, so that would give us a large advantage in a fight.
Pretty cool. What is
I'm
it?
going to get back to my research, though.
Do you need any help?
Meat, there's a flower on the
On it.
mountain.
Just speeds out the door. Just anytime you need a break, like mentally, you're just like, hey, I need this flower. It's like, he's a lot. I needed a few minutes.
So, Listen puts his mind to researching. Galavar, is there anything you want to do for in the meantime?
No, I just want to be on standby in case anything like shoots out and attack us. So I guess just what's the word? Not recon, but
Scout?
yeah, essentially our area.
Cool. Yeah. Great. Everybody give me a wisdom save. Are you still doing non-detection every day
Um,
on everybody?
if I haven't left the private sanctum, then no.
Okay.
Are they seeing through the private sanctum? Are we getting scryed on? What's going on?
Maybe somebody has your true name.
Oh my! I never considered
Yeah.
that.
Oh shit. Should we have like full resources? Like I don't know how many days have passed. Cause should I have like all 3 Indomitables?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We should have got our true names when we went down there. I'm sure there's some way you can like free yourself if you have your own true name, right?
It probably is. Would be good for something like that.
You could be your own motivational speaker.
Like abjuration magic, but your true name casts dispel magic on anything that has a hold on you.
I'm gonna
I would think
I'm
that
gonna
would be good.
Indomitable and reroll that wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh no.
I have Fey ancestry, so if I'm being charmed right now,
That is good to know.
okay.
I have to use the new roll. I didn't have advantage on that one, did I?
No.
Like there's
No,
no
you didn't.
advantage. Yeah.
No,
Okay. Well,
no.
then I guess 11 is what it is.
All right.
Hit.
At some point, Galavar, you feel a weird feeling while you're out scouting about. And feels like something's watching you. But you look around and you don't see anything.
Nothing in the ethereal. Just can't see anything.
You see some ethereal jellyfish float by. It's kind of a normal thing. But yeah, nothing in particular. The feeling kind of passes shortly. Our girl, is there anything you want to do in the meantime?
Liberate my people.
Oh,
Oh my god. We're going back into the abyss.
We-
and plant some ficuses.
You can plant some ficuses around the Strata of Unghold.
Yeah, I itch to plant ficuses.
Yeah, you can do some gardening, spruce the area up. No one says your secret lair can't be nice, in the entrance.
I'll be right back. I'm
Exactly.
listening.
How far have we come on creating the dock, the inside dock for?
Yeah, you kind of started on that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was the only
It
thing.
wouldn't only take you probably a few days, as much as
Because I was
Manasa.
creating the HVAC system, so
Mm.
Yeah, Manasa built a whole
vent.
castle town.
I'm pretty good at doing that kind of stuff. I got a lot of practice when we built the stuff in the swamp.
I'm down to go get the boat, and I'll leave it here.
Yeah, you want to go get the boat and fly it. I guess you don't really have to fly it the whole way either, do you? Did you guys leave it at Neverwinter?
Yeah, it was on the other map. I know.
Is this map? Yes, it is in Neverwinter.
How long would it take to fly it?
Let's see. About 65 miles away, so 8 hours, a little less than 8 hours.
Okay, that's faster than Cavesting Gate twice. So. Probably.
Well, you'd only need to cascade once.
Well, I have to do it from
You
plane
can't
to
gate
plane.
on the same
Yeah,
plane,
you
I
can't
think.
Gate on the same plane.
Oh, right.
So he'd have to gate off plane and then wait until he got gate back and then gate back on plane.
Yeah. The downside of slingshotting to anywhere in reality is a day. So.
True.
Does anybody want to go with me to get the bitch's gift?
Wait,
Manasa
why?
would definitely go.
Why go to all the trouble of gating twice to go somewhere in the same plane when you can just banish your ship and then gate to where you want to go?
I don't think you can banish an entire ship.
Unless.
Why not?
Wait, can you banish Manasa's living ship?
Oh,
That is.
Yes, but
an
everybody
interesting
inside
question.
just falls into the ocean.
damn it.
um,
This idea brought to you by meat.
I will first scry on the bitch's gift and make sure it's not on fire. I can scry on a location, can I? Or
I think so.
no? It is an object.
Yeah, you can scry on a location. As long as you know it well enough.
So I guess. Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, there's no failure chance for a location. Yeah. Um. Yeah, you just like put it in the harbor.
How's she
Just like
doing?
harbor cam.
Is she
Um.
not being ransacked or anything?
It looks perfectly well maintained.
Okay, and then the ferryman, or he was there last, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's. I don't know if you guys left him on meat ship. I think you might have left him on meat ship.
Mm-hmm.
And where's meat ship?
Also in Neverwinter.
Okay. I will.
Are both of them able to use the same gate?
Ooh. How do those gates stay open?
Well, yeah, it takes a minute, right? Or like it's open for a minute. So yeah, I would say you could pass both of them through the same
If
gate.
they're going fast enough.
Yeah, if they're up to speed.
I mean, we
Yeah.
could get both of them.
But do you want Meat's non-flying ship up in the volcano?
Yeah, the
I
only
mean,
way
it'd be
out.
protected.
The only way out would be a gate. Which, if I'm not there,
True. And I guess it does have like a fucking defensive crew of lizard folk on it, so people wouldn't really want to mess with it.
yeah.
And it's armored, so I mean, wherever it is, it's probably gonna be safe.
I'm going to send a sending to the ferryman and said, prepare to make way on the bitch's gift.
But is the bitch's gift anywhere near Meat's boat? Because, like we
yeah,
said,
he
we
just
think
said
the.
he said they're both in Neverwinter.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have prepare to make way for or on the bitch's gift.
I am always prepared. Heading over to the bitch's gift now. Give me a D20 roll.
Yes.
That's pretty bad.
Okay. Does the whole strata wanna go? Does somebody wanna stay here?
But what's happening?
We're gonna go get the ship and put it in the dock we just created.
We're going on an adventure, Meat. There's no time for questions.
It should be a quick trip. Actually, no, it's gonna be 8 hours long.
I
I
want to
think
go.
wherever we go, we should probably all go together because we are currently the target.
It's true.
No, Meat. You're the target.
Can I give? Would the ring of spell storing fit on a sphinx?
Ring of Spell Story.
But yeah, if it's a magic item, doesn't it like change its shape to fit the wearer?
Yeah, I think the Sphinx could use it.
Put it on a tooth,
So
a fang.
I'm gonna
Gucci Sphinx.
give the ring to the Sphinx
Mhm.
before we leave. Put sending on it, as well as invisibility, so the Sphinx could remain hidden if need be.
The Sphinx sticks out one of its lion-like claws. The claw extends. You kind of put it over, and it expands and fits around the lion claws. She kind of looks at it.
I say,
Are you proposing to the Sphinx?
Aww.
I do not.
Oh.
if you
Answer
need-
this riddle.
There's an invisibility spell and a sending on this ring. Should you
What is a
need-
wizard that isn't married to me?
Should you need to contact us or hide while we are gone, but the Stradivarius is under your watchful eye over the next day.
I will watch with much I don't know. My brain is actually bad. So, yeah. She says she's going to be
Vigilance.
very watchful.
You're
I'm
gonna
just
be-
imagining her after a bad day.
She's gonna be vigilant. Right.
Vigilant. That's the word.
All right. I'm trusting you. And then after that, non-detect all of us. Do I have to cast it, or do I get to save some? Does somebody else have it? Galvar?
I suppose I could use my own spell slot for myself.
Yeah. And then I'll cast it 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Galvar got himself. Okay. Alright, and then teleport to the bitch's gift.
I can probably
Oh,
plant
Trius.
us close.
Trius there.
Yeah, let's tree us there.
All right.
We're trying to be on the outskirts of Neverwinter. Oh yeah, teleporting. Yeah. We're being, chased by 2 powerful organizations right now, so.
And we should try to spread out who uses their stuff so that not one person's like completely depleted. So
Yeah.
You walk through a nearby tree, and you come out of another tree outside of the walls of the metropolis of Neverwinter. It is it's a hot day today. It's it's starting to warm up. It's still pretty early, but it's gonna be a hot one.
That's okay. We're only going to be closer to the sun. Okay. How far in time are we from the dock?
Yeah, it'll probably just take you half an hour to get inside the city and over to the dock area.
Okay. We make way. Oh wait, do I have? Oh wait, I never learned seeming. I had to wish it last time. All right. Well, I mean, we are non-detected. I guess we're good to go.
All right, yeah. You make your way through the city, the hustle and bustle of Neverwinter, all the sights and sounds and smells. People on the streets offering you, like mysterious meats on sticks. The occasional person recognizes you. Somebody asks for your autograph.
We're
Need
kinda-
bites their paper.
Well, yeah, we are in a hurry.
That's his
They
autograph.
they squeal in delight and run away. The teeth marks that punctured around in a semicircle on the paper.
It's gonna be
Um,
worth something someday.
But you hurry your way through the city to the dock, find your ship, and board it. The ferryman is there, waiting at the helm, his arms crossed. Says, I see you have arrived. Are we ready to set sail?
How prepared is the ship? And then I will also cast, in saying that, a 8th level unseen crew.
Very prepared. Now, as your crew gets to work, getting the ship in its final stages of preparedness, it seems like the ferryman has been keeping up the upkeep on the ship. I've been keeping myself concealed. Had a close call today.
Oh?
How long ago?
Moments ago.
Oh, it's not good. Yeah, let's
Mere
get going.
ruffians
Hmm.
trying
What
to
do
shake me
these
down.
ruffians look like?
Waterlogged corpses.
Hmm.
Shall we away?
Yes, we should.
Yes, we should.
Yes, we away.
You know, the crew under your orders, you know, cast off the lines and you know, pull up the anchor. The ferryman, you know, with this couple levers and wheel, you know, he's got his elbow up and he's you know, steering the ship as he pulls it out backwards. Throws it into gear and takes off into the sky, arcing around Neverwinter and sailing off to the northeast.
All right.
I'm on the top deck and I'm looking around. Do I see? I mean, I'm sure there are so many people looking at us because we're a fucking flying ship. But do I see anyone that looks suspicious or like they might be? I don't know.
Yeah, me to be on the lookout too.
I want to make a perception check.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead, make your perceptions checks. Perceptions.
Perceptions. Oh my god. What do
Uh,
her eyes see?
Manas, as you're pulling pulling your ship off into the sky, you see a little kid with a lollipop, like looking up as the lollipop falls comically at off of the stick and onto the hot pavement, the hot stone road, I should say. Let's see. The ship does seem to have kind of set off some like warning bells, as you that are very hard to hear from a distance. You can barely make them out as you've flown away. Um,
Hot Stone Road, good or bad name for a brothel?
Hot Stone Road.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good
Good.
name for all kinds of stuff. Actually, it's pretty.
Yeah.
All right. We gotta venture out, you know. As the Stradival, we gotta.
Gotta establish more businesses.
Unseen crew brothel. I don't know.
Oh god.
Interesting.
Unseen but not unfelt.
Interesting. That's kind of disturbing.
Disturbing. I don't know. That sounds like a fun Friday night. Anyway, enough of these business ideas.
Yeah, no, you just really, you're very vigilantly looking out, and it's almost more unnerving how as you know you're being watched carefully, or people are attempting to watch you carefully, and are plotting your demises. It's almost more disturbing to not see anything, you know, because you're not sure what you're not seeing, you know,
Got
but for now you feel like you're in the clear.
Do you remember what upgrades I had on the ship?
I don't.
I mean,
I don't.
That was on my last notes.
Also, Meat's gonna patrol the ship and just kind of like inspect and look for anything out of place, or maybe anybody that might be hiding on board.
You do find a couple rats.
You mean snacks?
You find a couple snacks,
Yes.
fresh snacks. They got nowhere to go now. They're not jumping overboard. You're a mile over ground.
Okay, but can you just imagine us throwing them overboard and then some random person is walking around and a rat falls on them out of absolutely
Get
nowhere?
smacked in the head from the sky by like a rat.
It's a plague! A plague!
It's raining rats!
You spend the day sailing the ship through the air toward the volcano that comes up in the distance toward the end as the sun is setting behind you. And you know, it had been cooling off from this hot day that you just spent sailing through the air. Unbothered, almost nice, be relaxing trip if it weren't, you know, if there weren't that anxiety in the back of your minds.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
But as you enter the mouth of the volcano, you know, it gets real hot from all the steam, and you set the ship down in your own little makeshift dock area that you've created. Everything seems right. Seems normal.
Seems.
We would then go back to the check and make sure nothing happened while we were gone.
Yeah, you get back to the Stradivonghold. The Sphinx has made herself comfortable on one of the beds. She only half fits on it. Like her lower half is kind of still on the floor. Her back is kind of on the bed. And she's got a book that's like hovering over her head as she's looking up, and she kind of flicks her paw every once in a while, and the book page turns.
So majestic.
She rolls over and sees you and kind of like sits up. You know, the book just like falls out of the air and lands on the ground. I have been vigilantly watching the Stradivonghold.
I don't think there's anything wrong with reading a book.
No, thank you very much. Should we make you a bigger bed or something? Do you need a better space to be able to read? I can make you a nice, big, comfy chair or bed somewhere. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard.
Could I get some kind of like beanbag-esque throne, like a large beanbag with a high regal back, and just put it down there in the entrance of the White Plume Mountain?
I'm trying to think what the best filling would be for a beanbag chair in this day and age. Would it be like actual beans, maybe, or like rice, or that wouldn't be very
Feathers?
comfortable. Feathers?
Let's just say
maybe?
feathers, like a large pillow.
Big down.
Because I was thinking I could make like a big stone. I could stone shape a nice big chair, and then we could put some like feather pillow cushions on it.
Make a giant stone bowl and then fill it with feathers and like cover that in fabric.
Yeah.
Be about the closest thing you could get to a beanbag chair.
Okay. We're gonna do that.
I look forward to the creation of this chair.
I will go acquire feathers. Meat's gonna go hunting.
Meat hunts for feathers.
I
Well, hunt
stone
for
shaped a big
birds.
bowl chair thing.
What happens if Manasa turns into a bird and we pluck her?
Well,
Hmm.
once she
I'm-
takes.
Pretty sure that the feathers would go away when the spell, like,
When
feel
you
like if I
poof.
polymorphed, it lasts for like an hour, right? Then like an hour after they would be gone.
Hmm.
I
Damn,
imagine
thought
there
we
is
had a
some way that we could just like.
thought we had infinite animal materials bug.
So if we eat a leg of a polymorphed chicken and it polymorphs back, the nutrients leave our body. Alright.
Well, the thing is, the chicken, once it hit 0 hit points, it wouldn't be a chicken anymore. Probably wouldn't survive the leg being taken in the first place.
Ah.
Cure wounds.
It's so messed up.
Oh, we should make the Sphinx a waterbed.
Water.
Claws.
She points out like one of her
That's
claws.
true.
I hope it is a resilient material.
I'm just imagining we go down there and there's just like little spouts of water everywhere from like a holes.
Alright, what's next on the docket?
So yeah, you guys have been having is there anything else you want to do with the day?
I mean, most of the time on that ship, that 8-hour flight, I'm just gonna be also in my, not in the lab, but also in the captain's quarters, like trying to study, or just
Yeah.
whatever.
So I'll give you this. You ponder what you know about your box. And you think of the options that you were thinking of before, you think that putting a soul, you'd have to get a soul for one, but you think there's a way you may be able to use this box to give, like, at a time, give one of your simulacrum like a soul. And you think that it would be a way essentially to tie them to that ever repairing, naturally repairing weave, that one simulacrum would then be able to basically replenish their spells every day.
Okay.
You think you'd be able to do that. You think, but that box essentially would almost be working like a phylactery for the simulacrum,
Okay.
in a way. So, with somewhat of the same restrictions as far as, if it were to get destroyed, obviously it wouldn't, the simulacrum would be back to like kind of a normal simulacrum. It wouldn't have anything like holding the repurposed soul there. And the part about, what were your other ideas? Oh, the Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
You think that you would be able to essentially take one creature and store it in there and be able to send it out, but not so you'd only have like its essence, right? So you would basically be doing like a summoning, and you'd be summoning like an avatar for it, a dominated avatar, that would be probably continuously trying to wrest control, much like the summon demon kind of spell. So it would probably obey you at least for a little while, but then possibly break free of your concentration or of your, influence. But that might be, possible. What else did you say? You think that you could use this thing as like? You think that you could use this thing as an imprisonment gem, essentially, like one of your gems, but you think that based on its construction, there's probably no limit to what you could put in here.
Okay. And then.
But then you also think back to the Piece of God crystal that you have,
Yeah.
and you think you probably do the same thing with that too.
Okay. But that would be just a one-time, no? The God Crystal, or?
Yeah,
But
pretty
it
much.
was it's like infinite size, but it's just one.
Right.
Could I with the box? Is that limited to one creature?
Hmm.
It's not the creature itself; it's just their soul, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'll say for this artifact, you think that this could be like essentially you could fit one of anything,
Hmm.
or you can fit an possibly unlimited number of CR20 or lower creatures
Okay.
in it in this one containment.
What do I think about reversing the spell? So instead of turning somebody undead, make them mortal again?
Yeah, you think you could do that?
Okay.
You think that would be on the table too? It would require a similar amount. Like it would require a pretty similar process, only kind of in reverse.
Okay. Okay.
Argol, did you pick up some ficuses in Neverwinter while you're passing through?
No, I hate ficuses.
What?
I feel betrayed.
Okay, I do go out and find some cattails, and I plant growth cattails, and then I use the cattail material to fill the beanbag chair.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
man,
cattail fluff.
Yeah, cattail fluff.
you are able to, yeah, because like you just druidcraft like these cattails just start sprouting out of the ground, and then you just you like that, and there's just tons of fluff.
Fluff everywhere.
The forbidden corn dog.
Yes, exactly.
Anything else for the day?
How's the ship? We were able to. You said just fly it in.
Yeah,
to the top
everything worked like a dream.
Wait,
It's still pretty hot in there, but the steam all flows like out, like it doesn't like settle.
it's a good thing the ship has environmental protection as one of its upgrades.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah, that's how we survived in the hell.
Yeah.
right. You're like really comfortable like up until you get off the ship, and then you just break out into like a complete sweat like instantly.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess the plan, I guess, now would be to working on like actual written up spells, for what we're trying to accomplish with the box. So actual testing and rolling of d20s and failures and possible world-ending magics.
So which one are you going with?
That's a great. Well, I'm gonna actually ask the group too. Because there's multiple ways we can go about the situation we're in.
I mean,
I don't know. I want to kill the Lich guy. That's my opinion.
You want to kill the Lich guy?
But he's nice.
Fuck. I don't got a good feeling about him. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. It's hard as Manasa. I don't know what I would do, honestly. Like, I think that she wouldn't want to kill the Lich guy because she really kind of wants to get with Kakya, and
Mhm.
Kakya would be upset if we killed Ageja. So she'd probably be more toward like taking down the Celestial Torchlight, or at least like finding a way to make them stop fighting each other.
My only thing is that the Celestial Torchlight can exist, but the focus that they want so badly is no longer in their hands. It belongs to us now. It's time for them to retire and move on. And then they
Right, like they're all our friends except for that one guy that we went and stole it from.
You mean Arden Cathaxis?
Yeah, Arden Cathexis.
Don't say his name.
He's one of those guys that just have to say his like full name whenever you. Whenever
You mean you have to say
Maybe you
Arden
say his name and
Cathaxis'
it
name
echoes to the
every time you refer to
hallways.
him?
He's got such a good name.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I want to do? I want to scry on Arden Cathexis.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. You scry on Arden Cathexis. Let's see. I'm rolling something.
Oh, what is that?
What does the 13 mean?
Oh, what is? Oh.
What does it
Oh.
mean?
Plus, what his wisdom is, and he's saving, and then.
You are unable to scry on Arden Cathexis. The you scry on him, and as the scry becomes clear, it starts out as just like an orange glow, and a fire appears in the scrying surface, and that is all you see is just fire.
Okay, so.
All I see is fire.
Hmm.
Have I ever seen anything like this before when trying to scry?
It is very strange.
Alright, so Galavar's voting for destroying the Lich.
Mm-hmm.
Manasa's voting for I guess abolishing the Celestial Torchlight and seeing where it goes with the Lich. Meat.
Kind of a hard decision because I feel like we're kind of the bad guys in this situation.
Meat, I'll pay for your food for the next month.
Joke's on you. I don't buy food.
I would imagine meat. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I know the Celestial Torchlight set us up to help the Marcia Chalember, so maybe you feel like you owe some fealty to them. So would I count you as a vote for the Celestial Torchlight in being on
In
their
support? I have no problem with the Celestial Torchlight as an entity. It's more so those that are running it that are the issue.
Side?
Or
That's
I
true.
suppose those at the top. Like, would it be
Well, because like the
reasonable
whole
to
thing
see them as
happened-
the leaders of the Celestial Torchlight? Because it's not the actual like members that are coming after us. It's the ones controlling the Torchlight, right?
The whole thing
Yeah.
happened because they stole this item from Agasia. Like Agasia wasn't actually doing anything other than, being a lich.
Right.
From our understanding,
Yeah, from our understanding, he wasn't actually doing anything evil.
from his narrative tale.
This is true. But I mean, honestly, even the Celestial Torchlight didn't say that he was actually doing anything.
From our
And they were just
non-questions.
like,
I'm just playing devil's advocate, as you
No,
can
that's
say.
fair. That's totally fair, and I mean, he
just
is
because
a
you got a
lich.
devil girlfriend, she's fucking hot. All right.
Is that
We see
Galavar's?
where.
Is that Galavar's title when they're referring to him and they're like, "Oh, it's Galavar, the Devil's Advocate."
I don't
I
like
love that.
title. You fight in one war.
I guess,
What else
like,
they got?
because I really don't have anything
How
against.
are you feeling in this discussion?
Uh,
I don't know. I mean, I don't think we have enough information, like both ways.
it feels like
Gallagher
being
was saying,
forced
we
to
don't
take a
know.
side.
Yeah.
It does feel that way. Like the DM has, the world around us has brought us to a point that we need to.
If only God would give us a sign.
I know it's a cop out, but I'm gonna go with what the Strat. Ergo trust you guys and knows that you'll make the right decision.
I'm pretty sure the front of us split on the matter.
Yeah.
Because like I got nothing against oh shit, what Agasia and his group. If anything, they've been nice to us and
Yeah, they
haven't
make
done
my
anything
skin
wrong.
crawl.
I more or less agree with Galavar as far as not trusting Agasia. Being the most like him and knowing what he's capable of and what his end goals are probably don't involve the most humane of
Wait, what are
actions.
his end goals?
To create friends.
How-
To make friends.
Is that bad? What?
The way that he makes them is by killing them and reviving them.
If
But like that's not against their will though, right?
Oh, totally against their will.
it doesn't, yeah. I mean, it does. It could be against their will. It could not be against their will. But
I mean, I know that Manasa wouldn't necessarily know this, but as me, kind of metagaming here, Kakya was killed by Agasia. He gave her amnesia, and then like worked with her during the
Whoa!
Wait,
amnesia
what?
No,
to build
stop,
her
stop, stop.
trust.
Hey, what's
No,
happening?
don't tell me any of this.
Okay,
Yeah, what? No, stop that.
This is definitely metagaming
yeah,
knowledge.
way metagaming.
Whoa.
But
Yeah,
it's
we
true
don't
that
have any of
Agasia
this info.
doesn't necessarily.
I stick
What
my
you
fingers
do
in my ears.
know-
Oh.
I feel like a judge in a courtroom, like, that needs to be stricken from the record.
Yeah, as
Suddenly
far as
get a
my-
blinding migraine.
Before I started talking.
I'm going to tell the jury to disregard all testimony that you just heard.
From my perspective, I know none of this, and I mean, like he
I
seems
said
really cool.
Manasa
and
would be
stuff.
going for Agasia
What you do know,
with what she knows.
is you do know that the ritual has the capability of wiping somebody's memory.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So I'm under the idea that Agasia can live, but must have some sort of contract or whatever in place to keep him from the prime material, or maybe return him to where he came from. And
I mean, that's kind of what I said in the first place, like that you need to leave.
but I also agree that the Celestial Torchlight, I believe, need to come to an end, and we
Well,
will
we can
herald.
decommission them.
Yeah. I think we should herald the new age of guild adventurers as, mentors.
Wait, are we gonna start the Guild of the Stradava?
That's where I think we were headed. We can't keep
Oh.
doing the adventurers on our own
Cells.
forever.
Is that accurate?
Is it? What?
This on the map.
Wait, where-
Did you change something on the map?
Hold on.
I think we're on the wrong map.
Oh, I never moved you guys over to the map that I moved myself over to. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Wait, so
Right,
Liston is
Galavar's-
siding with the
Galavar's
Celestial
on the-
Torchlight?
Gulliver's on the wrong side for sure. He's the most against.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Galver doesn't like Agenja.
Yeah. Wait, so
Galver thinks
Liston
Agenja
is...
is stinky.
And Liston is against the Celestial Torchlight, right?
I feel like I would be neither. But maybe.
I mean, really, Manasa just wants to get with Katya. So, like, if there was a way that she could, like, have sex with Katya and then turn against Agasia, she'd be cool with that.
And it was the Celestial Torchlight people who were getting inside of my head, right?
I'm sure there's somebody you could find that you could polymorph in to look like her. It's like,
Like during your. Are you talking about during your dream? Argo?
Yeah.
That is true.
That was a Geisha.
I didn't like. Oh, that was
No,
Agenja?
that was a
No, it was-
Magni.
Or his,
I thought it was-
his right hand or
It was
whatever.
Mach-
Well, it was Agasia that was casting the spell, and it was Machni that was going into the
Yeah.
dream in the spell.
That would push our girl away from Agenja. I don't like people fucking around inside my head. So,
Mm.
That's a fair thing to not
lean
be
a little bit more towards the Celestial Torchlight.
I like that.
then.
Manasa for a reason. Hmm.
Does ever okay? So I'm feeling we're mostly against Geisha as a group. How do we feel about abolishing the Celestial Torchlight?
I mean, that's fine. We can talk to them and temper them down into retirement status, but I don't feel like that's a pressing issue at the moment.
Do you think they?
Just know I don't want to fight any of the members of the Celestial Torchlight, like the groups.
issue is that they probably won't stop coming after us until they retrieve the artifact, which is my line.
True. We may need to try to figure out a way to encounter them on our own terms rather than waiting for them to come to us when they're ready.
I wish Corvash would see it like I see it. And
I don't
not
think he
just-
can see.
And not just that's a good point. And not just like forego any magic. Like as a high level wizard to just outright
Call me cynical.
be dismissive of magics he doesn't understand is like it's baffling to me. He started me basically when I started my wizard training. It was Corvash and.
Well, how much do you know about he obviously is he's all in with the Celestial Torchlight.
Yeah.
They want to eliminate Ageja, but anything past that, I don't know really that you know how he feels about.
So maybe we should talk to Corvash first and just understand his motives. I think we need to have a speaking time with Corvash.
I mean, if we can free
Dextra?
yeah, I feel like that's a big chip of like, hey, here's your friend. You guys all go play on the playground. We'll take over. Have
How long
fun.
can somebody soul cage for? Is he already gone? Is he already?
That's a good question.
Did we? I thought the soul cage lasted only a certain amount of time, and then his essence is gone. It's probably moved on by now.
I thought it lasted until he was used up.
It lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know of the soul cage spell. You know of its normal limitations.
Which Galavar. That's why this artifact is so special, because it's like a soul cage, but no time limit.
Oh, wait, is
So
that
we
why
can't get
he's able
extra?
to have the souls captured
Yeah, I
for
think
a long
Dexter
amount of time?
is at this point dead.
Wasn't there someone else that got captured?
Peaches, right?
Peaches.
It was Peaches. Wasn't Peaches' soul like kind of wavering at the time?
Yeah, you got the impression that it looked mostly used up.
So we don't even think that we'll ever be able to get them back?
So, Listen would know that once they got like used up for the purposes of the soul cage spell, they should be released. That is what you would expect. Something is weird about what he's done.
So he's found a way to maintain
Like
the soul
preserve
cage.
the souls.
Preserve the soul cage.
That
He knows
is
how to
kind of-
pickle souls.
It's like spare the dying, but soul.
You think that definitely could be something like that?
Okay.
I'm still going with my pickled soul theory. He's pickling souls, goddammit. It's making them last longer. And probably taste better too.
Okay. So, first, I know you said the Celestial Torchlight isn't more pressing right now, but I feel like we can't go after Ageja with them on our tail. So maybe we
I do agree talking to Corvash might be a good first step.
Question is he, where is he, and is he usually alone?
Yeah.
Where's Paul writing all this?
Oh yeah, where's Right? Isn't he part of the Celestial Torchlight?
He is.
He, I don't trust. Probably more than...
But he was so cool!
I think I trust him.
Why? Because he's a happy person and you hate happiness, Liston?
No, because he's stupid, and I think that he will just blindly run into battle against something he hears is undead.
Oh wait, are we talking about two different people? I was thinking of the Aarakocra, right?
That's Paul.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, we're talking
Yeah.
about Paul Wright,
Oh!
which is
Okay, I
also
don't remember who
Wright,
that was.
but it's a different. He was the All Might looking guy. Leader.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
That guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Look at him.
Is,
He
isn't that the guy
arrived-
that like threatened to burn your face off?
No, that was.
I like him.
Arden Cathaxis.
Oh, okay. Sorry, all the giant towering dudes in plate armor kind of blend together to me.
Yeah, we're just getting all the tokens out for all the key,
I'm just
the
curious.
key players.
DM slamming them down on the table, like, and this guy, and this guy.
Yeah.
I can't
Getting
believe
all the
that.
key players on the table. Oh god, if we could orchestrate some way where like there's like a final, if we could trick them all into one place at the same time.
Oh my god, meat. You should have seen the downtime with me and Ronnie for like months on end, where I'm like, how do I manipulate big battle between Celestial Torchlight and Ageja, where Liston comes out on top.
I mean, like we're currently stuck in the middle of this conflict.
Yeah.
And if we could trick them into thinking that they would get the upper hand by maybe attacking one spot where they would be getting the fell swoop.
Right, is that Arden? I've never seen that tile before.
That is Arden. You don't see it much, but the left side of his face is pretty badly burned.
Oh, I thought he just needed soap.
Do you know what soap is? Me.
Maybe some kind of glue.
Now, is that Galavar's girl?
That is
Crepuscula.
Yes.
Do you have an Indris one? Do you ever have an Indris toe? Mm.
Is she mad at you?
Oh, she's probably not happy.
I don't think she's ever happy, to be honest.
I don't know.
I think she's in a constant state of like she has resting stab you face.
Let's just say she's been gone for months.
She impressed Galavar the first time he met her.
Easily impressed.
Not true. I'm not impressed with anything Listen does.
What if I told you I know magics that are higher than 5th or 6th level?
Once again, with the line. Stop.
Alright.
I don't know those two.
Okay, so wait, hold on. We got
Don't actually.
we have Indris, and then we have what was her name? Hold on. Oh shit. I know this. I know this. No, I don't remember.
The second one is Breeza. She's
Breeza?
the one that took over. She was the remaining sister of the three that took over House Arano Sak.
Oh yeah, we helped her
Arana Sidai.
dethrone. Yeah, we helped her dethrone her crazy ass sister, right?
Which
Man, that
is
was
Axilla.
so long ago.
Axilla, God.
That was the beginning of the campaign. That was our first story arc. Was
Yeah.
getting out of the Underdark.
Oh man.
And then going and summarily like punching that one dude in the balls repeatedly for everybody we had to kill down there.
There's Bofa.
Oh
Yeah.
hey, there's Bofa.
Who's
We'll put him in the girlfriend boyfriend row.
Yeah.
who's below
The girlfriend boyfriend row.
I didn't know that's what that wrote.
I mean, if that's the girlfriend boyfriend row, like throw red in there.
Are those one of the Death Knights or like?
Yes, that is approximately what they look like. Yep,
Do you have a token for Cassius?
I do.
Yeah, we're just throwing them all out here.
Unfortunately, his name is Caspian, but
Caspian.
I love that Vanessa can't remember the name of her boyfriend.
No, husband.
Husband. Oh, it's her husband. Her pirate husband.
Betrothed.
Does she like every time she shows up like, oh, hello there, Cassius?
No,
and he's
he
like, oh,
proposed,
Caspian,
and
how
I
are
said
you?
No, but I said that we can just be like, fuck buddies.
A perma thing with others
Yeah.
involved.
Basically, like.
remember he tried to lock it down, and she was like, "No, I'm not gonna marry you."
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He made like a whole song and dance about it when we were in like that pub or something.
Yes.
And then she's like, no,
No.
I want to keep fucking everybody, I feel
Yeah.
like. And he's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
A small,
Like, but you can keep fucking everybody too.
A tear rolls down his face.
Like, we can fuck each other, but we can also fuck whoever we want too.
Can we update Caspian's token to have just a little tear on his cheek? Just constantly like crying a little bit.
He knows he's my main boo.
What is Caspian?
Even if I don't remember his name.
Is he a water genasi? What is he?
He is a sea elf, I think.
Sea elf. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. I need to switch this over to not DM cam.
Are we?
All right.
All right.
Oh, that's even better. I don't know. What's the spell say?
Hup.
All right, which paragraph do you want to start on?
Travel through the portal. Oh.
That was the guys you played on the beach fight against Black Razor.
I like Red. He's cool.
Yeah, but isn't Red kind of also in the boyfriend girlfriend column?
Little column A, column B. Yeah.
Was it? I don't recall that part.
Red makes me blush.
Yes. They never
Fair enough.
actually like did anything. He just made
No.
me blush.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, nothing ever happened. As far as we know.
What? You guys want me to pull up that tier list graph and also just start throwing them on there?
yeah, just slips into fucking.
Alright, for the
campaign
NPCs
tier
I've
list.
met, Red's definitely an S tier. He fits multiple roles.
Wait, is that Inigo
Oh my
Montoya
lord.
right there?
Oh, it
I
does
don't
kinda look
think
like
so.
Huh. Kind of looks like it.
it. I don't understand what's happening right now.
That is him, actually. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's actually Glenn Ridgewell. I forget about Glenn Gillian, but no.
Who the hell's Glenn Ridgewell?
He's in the Celestial Torchlight B team.
Oh, okay.
I can plane shift to lots of different planes. Well, there's that the water plane, right? That we but I mean it wasn't all underwater. It was just
Giant ass endless ocean.
yeah. But no, I have also got here, let me read off. I can tell you all the planes that I can take us to. I can take us to a bunch.
Available to us.
No, because you have to have the
Tuning
things.
forks?
You have all of the tuning forks?
We stole them. I mean, we borrowed them from the MIP.
We borrowed them without asking.
Speaking of which, I'll throw Therixa here in
I hate that woman.
the lineup.
Yeah, put her at the bottom. She's F tier.
Oh boy.
uh,
What plane were we on when we met with Galavar's mom when she turned into a celestial?
the plane of the heavens. Ballyboss.
So we have a tuning fork for that?
For the celestial plane as in general, I believe.
So could we go there?
Yeah, probably. Is that a bad idea?
That seems
How
like
do
a
we get
horrible
out?
idea. How do we get out of there?
What the?
There's probably some spots where casters are inhibited. I'm trying to think of specifically. I'm not sure if you guys would know of anything specific.
So wait, the MIP is a completely different organization than both the Celestial Torchlight and Gage's organization, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
completely
True.
unrelated.
And they're an incredibly powerful organization.
An incredibly
They also
lazy
probably won't do
organization.
anything for us.
No. I mean, I never want to talk to her.
Oh wait, yeah,
We've
what was
been
going on with
busy
that?
doing other things. I mean, it's on hold. Yeah, she kind of said the same thing to me, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I've been here instead.
Oh, Galavar's avoiding his main storyline and doing side quests right now.
No.
It's like we all have these big things happening in our stories, and we like take them head on. And Galavar's like, "I'm not ready." That's exactly what it
Hey,
is.
how about we figure out this, right? Okay. Perfect.
One storyline at a time. One story arc at a time.
But like the
Hmm.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
We don't.
Kind
But
of like a neutral zone.
I kind of like that celestial area, right? I mean, that's a good spot.
That place smells funny.
Mm. Okay. Sure. What about the plane of chaos? Let me. But I've already got the teleportation circle right here.
Oh,
There was a
you
town, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was. We landed on a circle and a platform right outside of like a giant gate or something, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Like to a big fortress.
That's true. Yep.
Or
I
It's
mean,
hard
if
to
we
tell.
don't leave that platform, right? Because like when we went there, nothing happened to us while we were there.
Yeah,
the-
that spot with the city and everything seemed to be
stable?
being protected and
I-
is stabilized by something.
Yeah, I thought she
Galvers-
explained it when we were there. Like
Galvers.
they stabilized it and like
Yeah,
anchored it in
so-
place.
Yep, there you go.
Galvar's quickly ruffling through his notes, and he's like, "Hey, listen, what about that spot we went to with that dead god in the astral sea? I don't think that broke apart too
That
bad.
place was really quiet.
Yeah, that seems like a good spot.
How do we get there? How did we get there to begin? Oh, we went through like a little portal.
Hmm.
So can we go there without going through the hells?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that place seems nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you want a plane shift or do you want me to plane shift?
Quick question: when we're pulling whoever we're pulling through, are they being forcibly grabbed and pulled into us? Mm. But can you do sendings across planes? Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, to just kind of like let him know that it's not nefarious. We just want to talk.
Galver starts rubbing Lucian's shoulder. He's like, all right, perfect. Let's go. You got this. This is a great spot. We don't need a different spot. This is good.
And then all plane shift us to the Astral Sea.
Well, it is good to hear from you. I am not too keen about being summoned to an unknown location. Are you sure there isn't a place that we could meet?
I mean, I don't think
Uh,
just saying the Astral Sea is giving away too much. I think the Astral Sea is a pretty good place.
It's pretty expansive. Whoa.
that does kind of sound worse. Just tell him we want to show him something.
So what are you gonna tell him for sure?
I mean, he said he doesn't feel comfortable with it, but we still we could still just do it.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to keep burning spells like that. Let's
Yeah,
just
no,
see if
let's
we can make
just-
it happen.
Yeah, we'll just try. He may resist it, but we can try.
All right, Galavar, get ready to tackle a wizard if we have to.
What? I look at both the two guys that are vastly stronger than myself.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Argrel, the one standing behind you.
Oh, well, then why did you say my name?
Sorry, you were in the way. Just like Meat puts his hand on the side of your head and pushes you out of the way.
All right.
All right. What does it look like when you plane shift?
When Manasa plane shifts, whew, that's a good question. I think that it would be sparkly green that just kind of like starts at your feet and like continues to go up, and then like as like the green sparkles go up, your feet start to disappear, and almost kind of like a teleport type thing, but like yeah, kind of like Beam Me Up Scotty, except like it, like a 3D printer where it kind of like starts at the bottom and that's what happens is like the sparkles start at the bottom, and in the Astral Sea you'll see some feet start to appear
And they print
until
until you get.
like we're completely like 3D printed back in the Astral Sea.
Gotcha.
Man, if I plane shifted, it'd be like Wayne's World. We go.
Great. Yeah, so and that happens pretty quickly though. It's a pretty rapid
oh yeah,
process.
I mean it's no more than 6 seconds or whatever.
But
Yeah, we're not going dot matrix here. Like.
I can't feel my shins.
We're not there yet.
Oh no, my toes are feeling something squishy and cold.
Uh.
Speaking of an astral dreadnought, you end up in the plane where astral dreadnoughts roam after plane shifting into this place that's basically like it feels neither cold nor warm. There's like a stillness to it. You're not even sure what you're breathing at the moment as you softly land the last few millimeters onto the back of, or actually, I mean, were you on the back or the front of the dead god?
I think we were on the front.
Um,
Oh wait, yeah.
Manasa,
Where did you take us to?
because the dead god was like the entire little. I want to say, when I was imagining it, it was almost like a meteoroid,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was like the dead god was the meteoroid, kind of, right?
Yep. It was
Yeah.
like a fossilized yeah. It's kind of curled up into a ball.
Yeah. So I probably would have taken us because there was the portal. I would have taken us to the back side of the portal so that like we weren't right in front of the portal but near the portal
Okay.
from the devils.
Okay. So because the portal was on like its back, like on its shoulder blades, and you went all the way around to like its chest that split open with the giant rib cage is split apart and revealing the heart that you received its last bit of power from.
I mean, Manasa probably would have gone near the portal first because I would have wanted an easy escape route just in case.
Okay.
But I would have asked the others, I guess, beforehand, do you want me to go, like, where on here do we want to go?
Would the portal still be active if the ruler of that plane was detached from it forcefully? Like, what would happen to that
I mean,
abyssal
I don't
plane?
think,
Okay,
yeah.
so it wouldn't be severed or anything or interrupted.
Yeah, and as you appear and you look around, it's like silvery sky for as far as you can see, chalky white, ground made up of this dead god, and one blackish, roiling portal nearby, and no sight of anything else. Okay. Um, what's your spell save DC? And it's a charisma save, right? Yeah, I believe it was a charisma save. Pretty much, yeah. I think that's why I picked it. Let me look up Corvage.
Well, make sure you're pulling him into like we'll
Wait,
just
do we
form a
not?
semicircle.
Okay.
Would we have rested after the trip to the boat? Is this a new day?
Um, this is like in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the same day I called upon my mother?
Uh, I think that was yesterday.
Okay, because I did not regain my HP from that moment.
Okay, yeah, you can have your HP back.
Cool.
Cool. What does it look like when you forcibly gate somebody against their will? and you see him kind of get sucked through chest first as he stumbles and takes like a wide stance, looking around as his at the last moment his raven flies through and kind of like flies up a bit, looking down at the ground to all of you, and his head kind of stays down, but he stands up a little bit straighter. Gotcha. Well, hello, Stradava.
Welcome to a dead god.
Corvash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He says, "A dead god, you say?" And he doesn't look up, but the raven comes down and it like settles on his shoulders, and it is like peering around, and he says, "The astral plane?"
Yes, we are on the Astral Sea.
The safe place, quiet place we found.
He kneels down and he puts his palm on it, and he says, he kind of looks up, like kind of somewhat in your guys' direction, and he says, you see him do like the very first gesture of identify,
Mm.
and he looks at you and he says, "Do you mind?"
Not at all.
Oh, you
Can't
muted.
hear you.
He reaches down and he pulls open his you know pouch of wizard materials, and he pulls out a pearl, and he makes some gestures and touches the pearl, just barely to the dead god, and he pulls it away, and he says, "Incredible." And he stands up and he says, "Very interesting find. Now, why is it that you've invited me here?" Okay. What are your terms?
Man, this dimension got loud all of a sudden. I think there's some demons still here.
Hmm. I'm not gonna lie, retirement does sound very pleasant at this moment. I'm not sure that Arden or Paul are looking forward to retirement as much as I am. Paul and Arden have somewhat of a classical vendetta against the undead. When we fought when we found Ageja, he was making preparations to capture and create more of his intelligent undead.
In what way?
We determined that he does it via the artifact that I believe you now possess.
I understand that he uses the artifact, but who was he going to create his new friends with? Was it people already dead? Was he going to kill someone? Was it people willing?
He was looking for accomplished adventurers in the Dale lands. Dextro, he got close quite a few times scouting. He uncovered their plans for ambushes, captures. They discussed strategy around manipulation and deception. It did not seem like they were recruiting people of their own free will. Although it did seem like that was an option, but they weren't going to take no for an answer.
So either join us willingly or join us against your own will.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I have to insist that when you say that to consider Ageja destroyed and his lackeys, you will need to find and destroy his phylactery as well.
You think the artifact might be one of his phylacteries?
I doubt that.
We don't believe so. The location of his phylactery we do not know.
Hmm. Yeah, I say phylacteries in the plural because we've killed a lich not that long ago and we had to destroy several in its domain.
Oh yeah? Let me think about that. I'll have to look up the spell.
Oh yeah, cause like isn't his being basically like being projected by proximity from the phylactery?
The phylactery contains all his love, or rather his heart.
Can a person be a phylactery?
Yeah, that's Harry Potter rules.
Yeah.
Well,
This
yeah,
ain't
but I'm-
Horcruxes.
I mean, could Katya and Magni be his phylactery?
Hmm. Actually, that's a good question.
Can you keep part of yourself inside someone else?
I mean, I thought that's what you do with all your friends.
Hmm.
You got a friend in me.
Oh my god.
I don't know, sounds kind of gay.
It does sound kind of gay, yeah.
Oh goodness.
Well, when you put it like that.
I got a me and friends.
Oh no. uh,
Pornhub theme plays.
oh no.
I don't know what that sounds like.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
So yeah, Korvash says, do you have any leads on where his phylactery might be? I personally would be fine with it, but I will have to talk to Arden and Paul. Paul is quick to forgive. Arden is still a little uh, agitated.
You should let Arden know his god is not happy.
Followers of Tempest sometimes have a contentious relationship with their gods. Uh, struggle and competition and what's the word I'm looking for?
Rivalry?
Rivalry,
Mhm.
agitation, aggression,
Mm.
are all kind of part of the deal.
Fuck you, God.
Well, just so he knows, his god is the one that told us where to find him.
Mm.
Well, he's done hiding. I will talk to him. I don't imagine that he will. I don't. I don't imagine that he will call us all even until Geja and his allies are wiped out, and he knows that Ageja's artifact is also wiped out.
Mm.
If you did that, I believe that he would be amenable.
Inside Manasseh's head, she's now trying to think of ways to fake the destruction of the artifact. She's not saying this out loud, but it's definitely something she's thinking about.
Yes.
There has to be a better way. Mm. Uh, Korvash,
Yes.
just out of curiosity, do you know how many of the Torchlight are involved with this whole thing? Or if it's just those at the top?
The Celestial Torchlight is, we'll say, temporarily on hiatus.
I see.
However, we have kept in contact with Red and his crew. They know some, but we have tried to keep them removed from the situation.
We were able to discover that Arden is holding the souls of those he has killed to prevent their resurrection. And if we are able to, or sorry, Agrigasia, um, if we are able to destroy Agasia, we should be able to resurrect those we've lost.
Yes, we are hoping the same. Arden, Paul, myself, and Dextro go way back.
Mm.
Anything else?
And we would love to work with the Celestial Torchlight to make this happen, but we are not opposed to working against it.
I will let them know.
Thank you for meeting us here.
Thank you for showing this to me. Fascinating.
Guess it's not every day somebody gets to touch a dead god or stand on one.
If only I had some spare time to really do some research.
Retirement means a lot of spare time.
That is true.
And we can always bring you back here. We have no ill will against you. No matter how this whole thing goes.
I hope that there's no ill will between us when this is over.
We hope that as well.
He reaches out to shake your hand. Thank you. You too. I was not planning to plane shift anywhere today.
I mean, we can plane shift you back. If we get you back to the material plane, can you get where you need to go?
Why don't you just send me to El Terrell? Um, some purple effects happen, and he vibrates out of existence, and he's gone.
Be a very weird effect, or just like to see somebody like hold hands.
Yep. You so yeah, I don't know if you need to actually be holding hands for plane shift, but I think you
Nope, we're
do
holding hands.
for astral, what is that, astral projection? Oh, you do? Everybody hold hands.
I was gonna
Yeah.
hold hands anyway.
Yeah, it does say link hands.
All right, everybody, grab your shift, buddy.
Well, while we're waiting, we can try to do research on and find the phylactery, Agage's phylactery.
Let's see. Uh, hmm. All right. So, are you gonna do that this night? Yes, locate object, but yes, this is such a yeah, such a weird edge case, but I kind of love it.
The best kind of edge case.
Well, don't we need to be within 1,000 feet if it's locate object, though?
So, having the true name of somebody,
That makes shit different.
yeah.
Cranks it up to 11.
Hmm.
What cream does he use?
As you are, you get back, everybody lands back in the Stradivonghold, um, and you're preparing to do this locate object thing. Argrel, you get ascending.
Oh,
Argrel Galarog, this is Annihilus Arana, Captain of Silvery Moon Intelligence. There has been an incident regarding your father. Please seek out my office, post haste.
I scry on his dad. As soon as he tells me that.
yeah. I tell everybody, I'm like, I have to go.
Let me roll something.
Oh no, he's gonna kill another one of our parents.
The scrying fails.
Yeah, that was my very first thought, but we can't not go.
I'm behind Argrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our real sole focus right now is trying to get to his dad. So
I will
Annihilus
treat us there.
Arana, just so you guys remember, was the head of Silvery Moon Intelligence that you did speak to prior to Black Razor getting stolen. You were all interrogated or had some
I
questions
remember,
asked
and
of you.
Wave was given back to its owner, and then we had to go talk to the owner, and he lent him to us. I technically don't own Wave. He's just on loan from his
Isn't
owner.
the owner dead though? I thought the collector died.
But I'm pretty sure he got back. Yeah. I think in this kind of world, the very, very rich would have like
No,
insurance policies.
I thought that guy was like Black Razor murdered.
Um, yeah, the last you guys remembered, he was Black Razor murdered.
like one of the possessed dudes came up and then wielded Black Razor and then fucking offed that guy, and so he was like extra murdered or whatever.
Because anybody that Black Razor killed, Black Razor essentially trapped their souls.
But once we killed Black Razor, would their souls have been released?
It's you're not really sure. I don't know that you ever found out for sure.
Also, they wouldn't have known that they would then suddenly be able to resurrect him. I think they would have tried and then not been able to do it and then
That's
just kind
true.
of gave up. Because we didn't just go around telling everybody, hey, anyone affected, Black Razor's dead.
Yeah.
So that
Well, that
pompous
doesn't matter
asshole is
right now.
probably still fully dead.
I will tree us to Silvery Moon.
Yeah. So that's good news for you. That means you now own Wave. The previous owner's dead.
This is true.
You guys tree to Silvery Moon, and you come out, and it's early
Late at night now,
evening.
right?
It's still early evening.
Okay.
Who all? Did everyone come?
I think we're all
Yeah.
sticking together at this point.
Okay.
Where in Silvery Moon do you go?
Well, we'd have to go outside of Silvery Moon because I don't think I could tree into Silvery Moon because of the magical protections.
Yep.
So, I would find the closest tree to get into the city that would be near the guard tower, or like, where we would need to go to speak to the captain.
Or here's an idea. What if we chose a tree near, or like close to one of the gates closest to Argyl's dad's house, and then maybe went to kind of try to scope out and see if we can figure out what's going on before we go
That's
straight to
actually not a
Niffleheim?
bad idea. Yeah, so the closest tree to our girl's dad's house, so I want to check out the dad's house
Because we don't
first.
know who we can trust yet.
Yeah, I would want to go directly to Anson's house first.
Yeah, we need to go to Anson's house.
That'd be my instinct.
Okay. Yeah, you all rush through town toward Anson's house. And when you get there, there is several guards standing around outside.
Hmm.
And one man who was a little bit shorter than everybody else. He's kind of like a kind of a squatter, kind of heftier little dude with some curly black hair, a little bit bald up front, and he's wearing like kind of a nice tunic, but it's like a darker color. It's kind of a mostly black, and is writing something on on some paper. And as you rush up, he looks over at you and he says, "Ah, Stradivarius. I was told you were gonna go to the intelligence office."
We wanted to come here first.
Yep. Sounds right. You know, adventurers. You don't expect we can do anything for you. Yeah, you got to do it all yourself. I get it. Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. Like one of the guards is actually like shaking his head and like rolling his eyes at this guy.
Like, dude, chill it.
Hey, Argrel. I so sorry. No, I don't know if I'm the one. I shouldn't really. I don't really have like clearance to talk about this stuff. You
Spit
really
it out,
should.
dude.
You do still have a head, though.
Argrel, your dad, he was attacked.
Is he alive?
You know, a lot of these guys, you know, he's got a nice house. He's pretty rich. He's probably got a life insurance policy. They're probably going to
Is he
revive him.
alive?
He was not found alive.
We need to get him to a cleric immediately.
Yeah, that's what they do. You know, like he's got a life insurance policy. I'm sure they'll revive him any minute.
Where is he right now? His body.
They took it. They took it down. I don't know. The head office would know.
Hmm.
All right, I start making my way towards the
Yeah, I would follow.
security offices.
You guys. He says. He doesn't say anything. He just. You guys walk off.
Yeah, like as
Well,
they're
he
walking
does-
away, I was gonna say Meat would be like looking over his shoulder, just kind of like staring him down.
He does look at Liston as you guys walk away, and he's like, "Yeah, see you later, Natsil."
The
Is
hell
that
does
how
that
you
mean?
introduced yourself when we were here before?
Liston, you might remember this guy as somebody who you ran into after Shieldmate a couple years ago when you were you did a tournament. And he was asking you some questions. You guys didn't get along very well.
Hmm.
You guys rush to the intelligence office in downtown Silvery Moon, in kind of a very official district. People kind of give you some looks, but after they realize who you are, they decide not to mess with you. Nobody really questions where you're going. They know what you guys look like. They've heard your description at this point. And as you kind of burst into the intelligence offices down there, lady, you know, behind a desk says, "Oh, can I?" Nice, kind of well put together, kind of very officious looking high elf lady with the long blonde hair. Says, "Oh, can I help you?"
I'm looking for Anzen or his body.
She
Told
like
that-
checks the paperwork as you're talking. Yes. Right. One moment. And she gets up and she walks into the next room. And like a little while later, very like important looking, kind of tall, uh, um, blonde high elf as well, comes out, walking out, who's got I forgot. I think I wrote down his description. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, but he's got like a silk rope that holds his spell book at his side. I remember that much at least. And he walks out, and this is Annihilus Arana. He says, "Stratavar, thank you for coming at such short notice. Wasn't sure if we would hear from you this night. My condolences about your father, Argrel. We have his remains, and As it turns out, he does not have an active life insurance policy. However, you are free to take him. I'm sure that adventurers of your repute will be able to take care of matters.
Yes, that's not going to be a problem. Where's the nearest cleric that'd be able to revive him?
Oh, getting a hold of one this time of night is usually difficult, and they are generally spent of their capabilities for the day anyway. I would recommend waiting till the morn.
I imagine that he has had some kind of what's the spell that you cast to like preserve the body?
Yes, he is preserved.
Okay.
What else do you know about the incident?
Well, he was found. Um, the neighbor across the street saw two men walk up to his front door, cast a few spells, and enter. Um, she said that it appeared that one was a tall, blonde man, a massive blonde man in shiny armor, and the other one was a normal-sized human with dark black hair and a cloak. They entered the house. There was she assumed at first that they were somebody uh, that he knew, but she decided to watch, and uh, she never saw them come out, but she did see a flash of several flashes of something, some kind of light, and then called the guard. And when they investigated, they found uh, a bit of a scene.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
Yeah, you want to make an insight check? Wowee.
I'm singing into your soul.
You uh you get the impression he's telling the truth. Uh you get the impression he's a little bit like he's rushing the description a little bit. You feel like he is trying to get to a new part of the conversation for some reason.
Hmm.
And you find out why that is pretty quickly, because he then says, there is a matter of finding his killers. If you know any information, I would like you to share it with me.
There are lots of people right now that
Hmm.
don't like us and would not hesitate to. I would
Hmm.
like a better description of these two men.
Unfortunately, that is all we got as far as a description.
You said a blonde man in shiny metal.
Yes, apparently a quite beastly man with wild blonde hair.
Yeah. Meat just kind of like subtly side eyes Liston.
I mean, I know exactly who that sounds like, but it
Mm-hmm.
seems too obvious. Like they were setup.
Do you know who these men might be?
I'm fairly certain I know who these men are supposed to be, but I can't tell you whether the
We'll need
visual looks of them were on purpose.
we may need access to the house to investigate.
You think they were disguised?
I think it very likely.
Possible. Of course. Our investigation should be wrapping up quite soon. You may investigate the house. You may look at the body, should you like. I recommend it before we get any clerics casting any spells on it, other than something to preserve it. I think it takes you. Is it a long rest or is it a week or something like that? Yeah, look it up. See what you got to do.
I'd like to do the investigation of the house before we attempt to resurrect Anzin as well, because if it was a disguise, as I believe, the people that would have used the disguise are known to be able to prevent resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would be unfortunate. By all means, um, conduct your own investigation, and should you want our eyes and ears, share with us all you find out.
Do any of us have a way to make a visual um would Druidcraft, it wouldn't do that, would it? I can make sensory effects?
You
Right.
want like a hologram?
Yeah. Do any of us have the ability to make ourselves or an effect that looks like Paul Wright?
Uh, not anymore. Oh,
I can make
actually,
a fist destined for his face.
I don't think I do anymore. Let me double check. I'll get back to you on that one.
He leads you to Ansen's body. He says, I don't think we have room for all of you back there, but if one or two of you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He nods and he escorts you in, where they're keeping him on like a stone table that has been just like kind of like stone shaped out of the ground in a room. There's a few different bodies lying on these stone slabs that they have covered with cloths, and he uh, gestures to an assistant that's working in there to the body, and she walks over and uncovers Anzin, and he is uh, it is what is that? Oh, got it. No more minor illusion. That 7 was me rolling. What did I roll that for? Oh yeah, I know what I rolled that for. Um, it is. It's obviously extremely painful to look at, but he is. The first thing you notice is that there seems to be a lot of bludgeoning damage done on his left side and about the head and chest area, and his clothes and his skin, but to a lesser extent, seem uh, fairly burnt.
What do we know about? So it said a black-haired man in a cloak was with the Paul Wright-looking figure, right?
Yes.
Wasn't that a guy we saw in the cellar and shit? I thought we met up with 2 of them.
We did. Does it look like Arden, or could that describe Arden Cathexis or one of the Torchlight uh members?
Yeah, as bad of a description as it was, it would fit Arden Cathexis. But none of the other Celestial Torchlight that you know of. And as you sit here, give me an investigation, Liston. Um, you see, it's pretty good. 26 is a phenomenal investigation. And you,
Alright.
what?
No, it's
I mean, it's good.
yeah.
You notice telltale signs of radiant damage mixed in with the fire damage that was done. Similar to the skull, you notice that the radiant damage seems to have burnt somewhat of a you're as you're tracing it, you see that the radiant damage that was done seems fairly symmetrical. It isn't just everywhere like the fire is. It seems to have created some kind of pattern that runs across all over his body, but the edges of which disappear past where his body is, and you notice that it is only the front of him that has sustained this damage. His back is relatively unharmed by the uh, fiery radiant damage.
And our girl right now is, of course, overcome with a lot of emotion.
Yes, Argrol, you've seen some horrible things. This isn't the first time you've seen your father figure in a bad state. You've lost him before, and you can't help but feel a rage welling up inside of you. This same rage that has helped you survive uh, countless extremely dangerous events. How is Argrel feeling?
Yeah, it definitely started off with fear, and then sorrow, and definitely guilt. Because we involved. If it is tied to the stuff we have going on right now. The our girl chose to involve Anzen in it, and feels guilty about it, but mostly rage. Yeah.
And as you breathe heavy and you look down, and Liston is doing his investigation, and you're gathering these clues. Liston, do you have initial thoughts about what you're seeing?
Yeah, that's not really going through our girl's head right now. It's mainly just revenge.
I
yeah.
think anybody standing next to a gradually increasing anger on a knoll would not feel very safe.
Safe.
Yeah, and not just any angry knoll, the most powerful angry knoll on this plane. It's enough to make anyone uncomfortable.
I'd like
Definitely
to do
break out in a sweat.
I'd like to do a smell check as well. I feel like it would probably happen naturally, given that our girl would probably be breathing pretty heavy and like quickly to just see if I smell anything on him.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh damn.
You do a smell check, and it is unfortunate, but if anything, it just brings more pain. The smell of the blood, the smell of the sweat, the burnt fibers. Machni wields a greatsword. Well, as you're looking at this damage, who who do you think would have been doing the bludgeoning damage if it was? Well, at first, you're trying to put together what what you know. You know that, okay, it sounds like Paul Wright and Arden Cathexis showed up. Paul Wright famously uses his own fists. But you start looking at this damage with that 26 investigation, it doesn't line up. Something else was used to bludgeon Anzen. Something smaller, rounder. Possibly the pommel of a sword.
Oh,
Um. Yes. Are there any like drawbacks for like speak with the dead if they were revived? Is there like okay?
Does gentle repose block speak with dead? I'm looking. Why is D&D Beyond so slow nowadays?
Hmm.
Says can't become undead, but I don't think that's really what's happening. So, I think you're free to do so.
Man, magic forensics is really straightforward. Who killed you?
Uh,
That guy. Case closed.
Yeah. All our girl says is just tell me who did this.
The Anzen, the corpse, takes a deep breath and says, "Two men disguised in illusion magics."
Mm.
And with that, we're going to end for tonight. We'll do the rest of the questions next week.
You got a whole week to think of some questions.
You guys
What
trust
is your
me?
favorite color?
Do you guys trust me?
Oh yeah.
As your DM, do you trust me? We're gonna tell a good story. We're gonna tell a good story.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many questions did you get?
Nobody be
5.
mad at me, please.
Stop yelling.
Don't.
No, not you.
Like, don't hit me.
We'll play the game. We'll play the game. We'll roll the dice. Stop swinging.
Well, thank you everybody for coming. I had a good time. I am. You guys pulled some stuff that I didn't expect at all. And I love that. And I'm looking forward to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Bye, stream.
Bye,
Stream.
Bye.
Sorry, our